This week, many people are paying tribute to the chief executive of Apple, Steve Jobs, who died very recently. We're going to talk about one of his greatest creations, the Macintosh computer. Now, I've had a Mac for just a few years, but Jackie, you have a longer history with the Mac, haven't you?
Well, I have to admit that back in the 1980s, I did actually use at work the original Macintosh, which had come out in 1984.
And how was it?
Well, the special thing about this Macintosh was it was the first computer, the first personal computer to feature a mouse. And I remember being taught how to use the mouse, and it was very innovative at that time.
Right, and why did you use a Macintosh?
Because I was a graphic designer. Macintoshes have always been popular with designers, graphic designers. I think partly because they look good, but also because they had better software for designers. But talking about looking good, it wasn't until 1998. Do you remember when the first iMacs came out, the colourful ones?
Yes.
Oh, they were expensive, but I just wanted to have one because it looked so good. Do you remember they had those wonderful, colourful, translucent shells?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first computer to be hailed as a design classic. You know, computers are always associated with, I don't know, boring things, and somehow the Macintosh, it just became exciting and fun. And
Well, actually, I got my first computer in the year 2000, a regular Microsoft Windows. I didn't know anything about Macs in those days, I must be honest. And my first experience was many years later. I think it was 2006, where I needed to get a new laptop. And I think Macs were becoming more mainstream in those days. And I liked the design, and it was becoming a bit more interesting in computers. So we got a MacBook, didn't we?
Yeah, the Apple MacBook. But it was still the design of it, the rounded corners, the soft lines. It was still very trendy to have.
Yes, but much better. I find it's much, much better than Microsoft Windows because it was so well designed. The software was better designed, I thought, more intuitive. But yes, it did look fantastic, and it still does look fantastic.
And then, as a result of that, Richard, you were inspired to get our Macintosh, the one of the Intels.
Well, then we needed to upgrade our home computer, desktop computer, and it was a no-brainer, really. We had to get, at the time, the new...
one of the Intels.
Exactly, one of the Intel iMacs, and we've never looked back, really. Never looked back on Windows since.
No, I mean, fantastic. But isn't there something about it being less vulnerable to viruses?
Yes, the Macs seem to get much fewer viruses than the Windows systems, and basically they just don't get clogged up with a lot of rubbish. We've never had a problem with our Mac, have we?
No, fantastic.
Sounds like a bit of an advert for Macintosh, doesn't it?
I think, therefore, that's what makes them so successful. I like them because they look so good. And when I come into the office, I love seeing the Mac sitting on the desk. And you love them because they work so well.
Exactly. Wonder when we're going to get our next one.